Hey everyone, it's Kelsey. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm gonna have a little spring reset slash self-care cleaning day. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I have this bucket of laundry of stuff that needs to get hung up in my closet, so I'm gonna hang that up. I reorganized this whole shelf, so now I've got more books over here because I was just wasting shelf space. Dusted all this and dusted this, and then I made a little funky glasses display, which is good because then my other sunglasses fit better up here. Okay, I just showered and now I want to paint my nails. I think I'm gonna go with this pink color. I don't know, I just had blue and I feel like I did purple before that, so pink it is. I just love to paint my nails whenever I'm doing a self-care day. It just makes me feel so much more put together for some reason. I'm actually really happy. My room feels so much cleaner, just even all the little changes I did. I'm glad I reorganized that shelf that I showed you guys because it made just such a huge difference, which is funny. It made an even bigger difference than I thought. I haven't painted my nails in a long time. I feel like I'm uncomfortably close to the camera. The one thing that's hard about painting your nails is I feel like I'm a high anxiety individual, so I'm always a little shaky, so it's kind of hard to get it steady, and I'd be struggling today more than usual. I don't know why. I'm not particularly anxious, I'm just shaky. It's weird. So I started watching Jane the Virgin for the first time ever, and I'm super addicted to it, like a soap opera. So it's every episode just ends on such a cliffhanger, and I'm I just need to know what happens, and I'm just this is TV. They don't make TV like that anymore, cliffhangers around every turn. But it's hard because I don't know who I want her to be with, because I feel she has chemistry with both Raphael and Michael, and you can tell that they both care about her and she genuinely cares about both of them. So it's this is a love triangle that I don't know. I do think she did Michael a little dirty though, because they were literally engaged and she just said psych. But I guess you gotta follow your heart. Yeah, I love all the characters. It's super funny. It's just such a lighthearted, enjoyable show. And it's funny because I heard so much about it when it was first on, but I just never watched it. But I'm kind of glad I'm not watching it live, because I feel if I had to wait a week, I would be sad. Now I can just binge it. I don't know. How do you guys? I like it actually. What else did I watch? I watched the Legend of Tarzan movie, the live action one, which I'm happy I watched. It was on Netflix because I really like Margot Robbie and Alexander Skarsgård separately, so it was cool to see them together acting alongside of each other. And I really liked that that movie was more of a continuation. It wasn't a remake of the Disney animated one. It was just this is what happens after, so it felt very much its own separate thing, but it could also fit into that universe if you wanted it to, which I like. I think that it left a lot like for the viewer, like their personal opinion and how they wanted to see it, and I think that that really lended itself well to the movie, because I think a lot of the problems with Disney live actions is that they just like remake the same movie but in live action form. When they'll do that, but then they'll change stuff, and then people like get mad that like the stories change. So I think like having like a continuation, or like, it's just, that was like more fun for me. I don't even know if Disney made that or if it was someone else, but I don't know. It was nice because it was like a continuation. It was like, oh, this is what happens like however many years after. So I thought it was like super interesting, honestly. So I enjoyed it. I'm trying to think if I've watched anything else. I feel like I have, but I literally can't remember. This says Insta-dry, but I don't know. I don't know if I trust it. I'm patiently waiting for it to get warmer so I can sit outside and read. It's almost there. It's just like not quite, because it's still like in the 40s and low 50s, which isn't too bad, but it's very windy and it's been very rainy. So it's like, but they always say March is in like a lion and out like a lamb. So, you know, by the end of this month, it should be warm enough to kind of sit outside. My left hand always comes out so terrible because I'm left-handed, so I have to use my non-dominant hand to do it. I think this is like actually turning out okay though, given the circumstances. I want to do my toes too, I think. We'll see though. Look at that. So nice. Cool. So while I wait for that to dry. But yeah, overall, really happy with my day. I really wanted to do like a cleaning, self-care, like kind of like just catch up on things I've been like wanting to do sort of day. The little things that I was like looking at that I was like, oh, I want to get this done, but they weren't like urgent enough for me to do. I was like, I kind of want to spend a day just like doing that. And then I also wanted to do like some self-care stuff, like painting my nails and everything. And I'm really glad that I did that today because I feel like so much better. And I haven't been sleeping well, so I feel like this will help me sleep better. There's like no reason. I just like, I have insomnia and anxiety, so then those two like play off of each other. So then sometimes like I get anxious about being awake, and then it's like a spiral, or I get insomnia because I'm anxious. I'm not particularly anxious right now, so this is just random insomnia, and I would say like about once a month I get like a bout of insomnia that's usually like a day or two, maybe more, where I literally just can't sleep. Like I'll like be up until like 6 in the morning. And it's not like I'm not trying to sleep, you know, because I'll fully admit sometimes I stay up because I'm like watching Netflix or whatever. But this will like be me actually like phone off, TV off, like trying to sleep, like eyes closed, staying still, and nothing happens. So it's normal for me, you know, so I'm just trying to like get used to it and work with it rather than getting all like down on myself, because I get like really like critical of myself, especially when I have like anxiety or insomnia things, and it's like that's just not helpful, because like this is just how I am. It's not really not gonna change. It's just something that I gotta deal with and live with, and like, you know, I just don't think me like being rude to myself about it internally is gonna do anything about it. But hopefully I'll sleep better tonight. I think I will. My room just feels so much cleaner. I just keep looking at everything I cleaned up and I'm like, cleaning is so satisfying because it's just instant gratification, instant results. I just love it. It's so exciting. I don't want to touch it yet because I always touch my nails to see if they're dry, and then they're not quite dry, and then I end up with like one nail that's like smudged, and I just don't want to do that. So I'm gonna like err on the side of caution here. I just never thought past college graduation, you know, like in my mind it was always like get to college and graduate, and I really like I never thought about life after that. I don't know why, I just didn't. Like that was as far as it went for me. So now I'm like I'm in uncharted territory for myself. I'm like, what? So it's like, it's kind of bizarre, and it's super weird because everyone's in such different places, and it's like so hard not to judge yourself. And I feel like, I don't know, I know it's not common, and there's other people who don't really know what they're doing in life, but I feel like for the people that I have in my life, I feel like I'm the only person who like just doesn't really know what they want their life to look like, doesn't really know what career they want. Like it's just like, it's interesting too, because I feel like my whole life I've always been the one who like really knew and like had a plan, and now I'm the one who doesn't know. So it's kind of like a, I don't want to say a personality change, but it's just like it feels very off-putting. It's very weird for me because it's just like new territory for me, and it's like a very new position to be in. But I am like enjoying the transitional period because I'm just trying to like be in the now and like enjoy what I have now, because I'll think back on like times where I thought that like, you know, this is like the peak of my life, like not now, but like in the past. And I was like, oh, you know, like all the good times are over, blah, blah, blah. And then I've had even better times after that. So it's like, I think life is always evolving and changing, and there's gonna be more good times and more good memories. And so I'm just trying to enjoy what I have now, because at some point I'm gonna look back at this time and miss it, you know? I feel like you get distance from stuff and then you're able to look back on it and like think about the good times. So I like really want to get better about appreciating the good times like while I'm in them, and appreciating the good about every season of life and every phase and every moment. And I definitely think I've gotten better about that, but sometimes it's hard because there's things that have like bad memories attached to them, or like people that I don't talk to anymore that makes me sad. So then it's like when you look back on those memories, you get sad and you feel like you did something wrong. So now I'm trying to shift the mindset of like, you can still like, the memories are yours. You can still like keep the good memories, and like, just because someone isn't in your life anymore doesn't mean you have to like hate them, you know? Also, I think that it is super duper normal to have people just like kind of come in and out of your life, like, and I feel like people don't talk about it enough because it's like something that happens to literally everybody. Like, it's just like situations change, people change, like mindsets change, location might change, values change, like priorities change, like for everybody. And there's nothing bad or good about that. It's just everybody's like personal journey. So it makes sense that since life is always changing, every aspect of your life would be changing too. So, you know, I'm trying to make my peace with that, and I think that this time has been so important and so healing for me. I almost feel like I'm on like a, I don't know, like a spiritual retreat, you know? Like, I just feel like I'm learning so much about myself. It's a little like, a little deep, but I'm in a deep mood for some reason. All right, let's see if this is dry. And that's my little introspective thoughts. And I feel like it is very important to look inward and check in with yourself and see how you're feeling. Those are my unsolicited thoughts.